of the underlying issues and concerns raised by parties in any other discussions under the agendas, but merely to ensure that our work can proceed in an expeditious manner and avoiding duplication. The above understandings will be recalled when we adopt the agendas of the CMP and CMA. The above understandings will be reflected in the reports of the sessions of the governing bodies. The understandings mutandis to the related issues on the supplementary provisional agendas of the subsidiary bodies and will be recalled by the chairs of the subsidiary bodies prior to the adoption of the respective agendas and reflected in the reports of the sessions. Further, I propose that the following agenda item be held in abeyance. COP item 14. Consideration of proposals from parties and amendments to convention under Article 15. Sub-item A. Proposal from the Russian Federation to amend Article 4, Paragraph 2F of the convention. And sub-item B. Proposal from Papua New Guinea and Mexico to amend Article 7 and 18 of the convention. COP item 15. Second review of the adequacy of Article 4, Paragraph 2A-B of the Convention. Dear delegates, with these understandings and the proposal just outlined, and with immense gratitude for the flexibility shown by all parties to allow our important work to begin forthwith, I invite parties to turn to documents FCCP/CP/2023/1 and Addenda 1 and 2. I propose to adopt the supplementary provisional agenda contained in document FCCP/CP/2023/ADD.2, amended to reflect these understandings with the following items deleted: Item 18, Item 19, Item 20, and Item 21. I hear no objections. I see Kyrgyzstan have asked for the floor. Please.
Honorable Chairperson, distinguished delegates, esteemed hosts from the United Arab Emirates, I extend heartfelt greetings on behalf of the Kyrgyz Republic to everyone gathered here for the 28th Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. We commend the United Arab Emirates for their exceptional preparation and leadership, setting a stage that inspires progress and unity. As we convene at this crucial juncture, the gaze of the world is fixed upon us, full with anxiety and expectations. The challenges we face are not only unparalleled, but also threaten the very fate of our survival as a species. The responsibility to act and to act decisively has never been more pressing. The Kyrgyz Republic is committed to contributing constructively to this conference and working constructively with the Presidency and all fellow national delegations. Our focus aligns with the broader global agenda, yet we bring to the table a perspective shaped by our unique geographical and environmental circumstances. In this spirit, we propose the inauguration of a new dialogue on mountain and climate to focus on the pivotal role of mountainous regions in the global climate system. This initiative is not just vital for over 1 billion people residing in these landscapes across more than 100 nations, but is essential for the planet as a whole. The health of our mountain communities is inextricably linked to the health of our global climate. As we advance through the sessions of this conference, the Kyrgyz delegation will actively seek support for this mountain climate dialogue. Our goal is not only to bring attention to this critical issue, but to foster actionable strategies and collaboration. In this regard, our country has been a consistent advocate of the agenda for integrating mountain issues into international negotiations at all levels for more than 20 years. We are grateful to all partners for their support of the initiative of the Kyrgyz Republic to adopt the resolution Sustainable Mountain Development at the 77th session of the United Nations General Assembly, within the framework of which 2023-2027 was declared the 5 years of action for the development of mountain regions. In implementation of this initiative, we look forward to the support of not only mountainous countries, but also of all other countries in the implementation of the adopted Global Action Plan under this resolution of the UN General Assembly, since mountains are water towers that provide water to around 2 billion people. Kyrgyzstan, understanding the importance of collective action, unites countries in the group of Friends of Mountain Countries and has also joined the group of Friends of Cryosphere and the Forum of Climate Vulnerable Countries, a platform that brings together countries that are most vulnerable to climate change and produce the least emissions. We call on the international community to support the efforts of mountain countries aimed at solving the climate and environmental problems of mountain ecosystems. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kyrgyzstan, for your kind words and your initiative. I see that Bhutan has requested the floor. Bhutan, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. President. At the outset, Bhutan would like to thank the COP presidency for the warm hospitality and impressive arrangements and hard work in bringing us all together to this beautiful city of Dubai. Mr. President, Bhutan strongly supports the intervention made by Kyrgyzstan on an urgent call for dialogue on mountain and climate change to be launched here at COP28. Bhutan reiterates our submissions and requests made during numerous similar consultations in previous COPs on the issue of mountain ecosystem and its inclusion in the process. There is more than adequate scientific evidence proving that fragile mountain ecosystems are extremely vulnerable to the effects of climate change. We are already witnessing irreversible damage due to the changing climate in the Himalayan mountain ecosystems and live in constant fear. In fact, during pre-COP last month, in Bhutan, there was a displacement of an iceberg causing a glacial lake outburst, knocking the side of the lake wall and releasing about 2 million cubic meters of water to rush down the valley. The IPCC report confirms that the rate of ice sheet loss increased by a factor of 4 in the last 3 decades. The unprecedented pace of glacier retreat at the global scale is more alarming in the Himalayas. Even if global warming is limited to 1.5 degrees Celsius, 1/3 of the glaciers in the Hindu Kush Himalayan region will disappear by the year 2100. And as you all know, this is the best case scenario where the world manages to limit warming to 1.5 degrees centigrade and avoid the worst impacts of climate change. The high impact climate events are stressing vulnerable sectors such as agriculture, energy, biodiversity, forests, food security, infrastructure, public health, and development. The livelihoods of our people are at stake. The impacts of melting glaciers are not only limited to the mountainous regions, but to downstream regions. Rapid ice sheet melt could lead to catastrophic sea level rise even before the end of the century. The IPCC report confirmed that combined ice sheet and glacier mass loss contributed to 42% of this global mean sea level rise from 2006 to 2018. This will result in the extinction of small islands and mountain habitats. Mr. President, colleagues, I wish to emphasize that we contribute the least to climate change, but ironically hit the hardest with its impacts. The world has witnessed our leadership on the environmental fronts, For instance, Bhutan has communicated an ambitious revised NDC and reaffirmed to remain carbon neutral despite the development challenges we face, and therefore